discuss about the frequency distribution and arithmetic mean. So first thing, what is the need of these type of statistics, means arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, median, mode. What is the need of this one? Suppose certain observation is a given, certain data is a given, then how we differentiate from one data to another data? So there is a need of some statistics. Based on statistics, how we differentiate one data from another data. So there are different measure of statistics. So first we give the overview of our measure of statistics, then we discuss about frequency distribution and arithmetic mean. So there are different measure of statistics. So measure of statistics. Measure of statistics. Measure of statistics. So if our data is a given, then how we differentiate from one data to another data? One measure is a measure of a central tendency. Measure of a central tendency. Central tendency. Central tendency. Measure of a central tendency. So in this measure, all the measure towards to the central value. So in this measure, first one is a what? First one is a mean, and under the category of a mean, here there is a arithmetic mean, arithmetic mean, arithmetic, geometric, geometric, and harmonic mean. Harmonic mean, harmonic mean, mean and mean, harmonic. So, and second one is a what? Second one is a median. This one is also under the category of a central tendency, because this one also tends to the central value. Median. Third one is a mode. Mode. So mean, median, mode, these are the measure statistics of under the category of a measure of a central tendency. Second one is a measure of a dispersion. Measure of a dispersion. Measure of a dispersion. Measure of a dispersion. Dispersion. Under the category of a measure of a dispersion, there is a first one is a range. Range means what is the lower limit and upper limit. Difference of this one is what? Range. Then quartile deviation. Quartile deviation. Deviation. Quartile deviation. And next one is a mean deviation. Mean deviation. Mean deviation. And next one is a standard deviation. Standard deviation. Deviation. And next measure is a if for two data the central measure of a central tendency is equal, then we use to differentiate the data from one data to another data, we use the measure of a dispersion, means range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, and standard deviation. If a measure of a central tendency is equal and measure of a dispersion is equal, then to differentiate here we use the measure of a skewness. Measure of a skewness. Measure of a skewness. Measure of a skewness. Measure of a skewness is what? Measure of a skewness is a lack of a symmetry. Either data is a symmetric data and corresponding distribution, corresponding curve is a symmetric curve or not. This one is measured by the measure of a skewness, and there is a coefficient of a skewness, means Carl-Pearson coefficient of a skewness, Pauli coefficient of a skewness. There are different measure of a skewness. If a central tendency is equal, measure of a dispersion is equal, measure of a skewness, then one another measure of a kurtosis. measure of a kurtosis. Measure of a kurtosis. So measure of as the measure of a skewness measure what? This one measure the lack of a symmetry. This one measure the what? Lack of a symmetry. Lack of a symmetry. Lack of a symmetry. And this one measure the flatness. Measure the flatness. Flatness. Flatness means the data is either highly peaked, peaked, low peaked, or normal peaked. Normal peaked. And in terms of a kurtosis, highly peaked is called leptokurtic. This one is also known as a leptokurtic. And low peaked is called platykurtic. And this one is known as a mesokurtic. So these are some measures of our statistics: measure of a central tendency, measure of dispersion, measure of a skewness, and measure of a kurtosis. Now, one by one we study about the measure of a central tendency, means a mean, median, and mode. Then we discuss about a measure of a dispersion, means a range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, and standard deviation. Then we discuss about a measure of a skewness and measure of a kurtosis. And especially we discuss about a measure of a skewness on the basis of a moments, and measure of a kurtosis also on the basis of a moments. Moments is also one measure of a coefficient of a dispersion, means a relative measure of a coefficient of a dispersion. So here I am not mentioning the moments, but moments is also one measure of a statistics under the category of a measure of a dispersion. Now we discuss first arithmetic means, but before discussion of arithmetic mean, there is a first we give the overview of a frequency distribution. What is a frequency distribution? So what is the frequency distribution? Here first we discuss about a frequency distribution. Frequency distribution. Frequency distribution. Suppose a certain observation we have number of marks of 25 students. So this one is a given, means data is a what? Data in this form. Number of marks of a student. Marks of 25 student. 25 student in mathematics. In maths. So out of 50. So this one is a marks of 25 students. Suppose this one is a 15. Second one is also 15, 25, 35, 15, 15, 12. This one is again a 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one is a 25, 35, 26, 28, 27, 29, 30, 35, 36. This one is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this one is a 40, 41, 43, 43, 43, 44, 43, 43, and this one is a 45. These are the marks out of a 50 of a 25 students in a subject mathematics. So this one is a 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. These are the 25 students. So if we observe this data, there is no any information, means this one not give any information about this data. This one is a raw data. So if we try to write this one in this form, means here if we try to write in this form, x is a what? X is a marks, and here we find a tally, and here we write a frequency. So frequency is denoted by the what? F. Fi, here if we write a Fi, this one is a what? F, and this one is a X. So here if we write 50, then in a tally, how many number of student get the 15 marks? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 student get the 15 marks. So in a tally, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there is a perpendicular line like this one is a 5. So what is the frequency? Frequency is a what? Frequency is a 5. Frequency is a 5. Means how many students get the 15 marks? 5 students get the 15 marks. Now after that there is a 25. When we talk about this one is a 12. So 12 will be this one categorized as 42. So this one is a 25 marks. How many number of students get the 25 marks? So second one is a second lowest number is a 25. If we talk about a 25, first one cancel out, then we draw a perpendicular line. Then second 25, this one is just 25. Then we draw one another line, and again there is a no any 25, so this one is a what? This one is a 2. Similarly, after 25, what is the minimum marks? Minimum marks is a 26. So here we talk about a 26, and how many number of students get the 26 marks? There is one student get the 26 marks. After 26, what is the data? Data is a 27. If we talk about a 27, then there is a 1, and this one is a 1, 27. Then there is a 29, and if we talk about a 29, then there is a 1 and 1. If we talk about the 30, so how many number of students get the 30 marks? One student get the 30 marks. After 30, there is a jump of a 35. If we talk about a 35, so there is a 135, 1, and second 35, 2, and third 35, 3, and there is a 335. So here we talk about a 1, this one is a 3. And after that 36, if we talk about the 36, there is a 1 student get the 36 marks. So what is the frequency? Frequency is a 1. After that there is a no 37, there is a 40. So we write here 40. How many number of students get the 40 marks? 1 student. So 1 and 1. Similarly, we write a 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. So how many number of students get the 41 marks? 1 student. So here we write a 1, and this one is a 1. How many number of students get the 42 marks? 1 student. So 1 student, and this one is a 1. 1. We write a 1. 43. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then perpendicular, then this line. So how many number of students? There is 5 students. So how many number of 44? 44, there is a 1 student. So 1 student. And 45, there is a 1 student. 45, there is a 1 student. So if we find the sum of this one, 5 to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, this was a 25 student. So now if you closely observe this one gives some information. Means how many number of students get the 15 marks? 5 students. So what is the meaning of this frequency? How frequently this data will occur? Meaning of a frequency is the data means 15 occur how many times? 5 times. This one is the meaning of a frequency. Here we write a frequency means how frequently this data occur. Similarly 25 occur 2 times, 26 occur 1 times. So this type of a representation is called what? Frequency distribution. So if we formally define what is the frequency distribution, if we representation of a data in xi fi form. In xi fi form is called frequency distribution. Frequency distribution. Here I ranges from what? I ranges from number of a data 1 to n. So not a number of a data means how many number of variables here. So if this variable x is a continuous variable, then this frequency distribution means xifi is called continuous frequency distribution. So if a variable x is called what? Variable. F is called what? F is called frequency. And if this one is a continuous, the variable is a continuous, if x is a continuous, then xi fi is continuous frequency distribution. Continuous frequency distribution. And if xi fi, if x is a what? X is a discrete, then xi fi is a discrete frequency distribution. Discrete frequency distribution. We write here distribution. So this one is a what? This one is a frequency distribution. Now, if we write this one in a more systematic manner, means in terms of a class interval, then how we write this one? Means if we write this one in this way, means here we write a class interval. Interval means marks between 15 to 25. This one. Then 26 to, here we write 15 to 24. 15 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, and 45 to 50. This one is the range. So 15 to 24, how many number of students here? There are two types of class interval: inclusive class interval and exclusive class interval. So if the variable is a discrete random variable, then in general we use the inclusive class interval. What is the meaning of an inclusive class interval? Means we include the values of 15 as well as 24. Means at the end of a class interval, we include the values of 15 and 24 also. So class interval here 15 to 24 means how many number of frequency? Here we write a frequency here. So between 15 to 24, how many number of data? 5. 25 to, Here we include 25 in second class interval, 25 to 34 means up to this data, up to this one, 25 to 30. So 25 to 34 means here if we talk about this one, 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, this become 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This one is a 6. And third one is a 35 to 40. Means from this one, 35 to 40. Both are included. 35 and 40 both are included. Due to this reason, this one is called what? Inclusive class interval. 35 to 40, this means 3 plus 1 plus 1. This means this one is a 5. 5. Then 35 to 44. This one is not a 35 to 40. This one is a 35 to 44. So 35 to 44 means here, up to here. This one, 35 to 44. So 3 plus 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 5, 12 plus 1, 13. So here this one is not a 5, this one is a what? This one is a 30. So here this one is a what? This one is a 30. 13. And 45 to 50, there is one student. One student. So if we find the sum of this one, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 30, 24 plus 1, 25. So this one gives the means a more compact form. How many number of students between 15 to 24? 5 students. 25 to 34, 6. So this one is called here. There is a class interval. If we categorize the class interval, there are two types of a class interval. Inclusive class interval, inclusive class interval, and exclusive class interval. Exclusive class interval. So in case of a continuous variable, if suppose variable is a continuous, means this one is represent what? This one represent the, suppose class interval is a what? Class interval. Here variable x is a what? Continuous variable. And suppose this one is a what? This one is a marks of a student. Suppose x represent the height of a student. This one represents what? This one represents height of a student. Height of a student. Then what will happen in this case? If we take if we consider 15 to 24, then 25 to 35. So if the height of a student between 24 to 25, then we cannot consider in this means in this format. So what is the meaning of this one? Means 25 to 24 to 25, we unable to include the student whose height is between 24 to 25. Only be able to include the number of a student whose height between 15 to 24, but we unable to include 24 to 25, 24.1, 24.2, 24.5. We are unable to find out this one. Due to this reason, here we define one another class of class interval known as the exclusive class interval, and we define in this way, means x equal 50 here class interval, not here I am not writing the here this one is not a x, here we write if a class interval like this one, class interval exclusive means this one means 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45 and 45 to 55. 45 to 55 or 45 to 50 like this one. So here we does not include the value of a 25 upper limit. Only we include the values 15 to 25, 4.999, whatever the values. We exclude the value of 25. We exclude the value of upper limit. So due to this reason, means we write in this form, means this one is a and this one is a B. This one is a open. Means at B, we does not include the value of B in this class interval. So if this one is a class interval A to B, then this one is a closed and this one is a open. Means in the interval, means end values, we does not include the end values of a class interval. Then this one is called what? Exclusive class interval. So this one is a basic idea of means frequency distribution. And what is the size of a class interval? In general, the size of a class interval is between 5 to 50. If a class interval, length of a class interval is less than 5, length of a class interval is less than 5, then we unable to find out means significant values of a statistics. So in general, the length of a class interval is not less than 5 and not greater than 15. Upper limit is extendable, but lower limit is not, means reduced below to 5. So what is the length of a class interval? Length of a class interval in general, length of a class interval, length of class interval, interval is what? Between 5 to 50. 5 to 50. So this one is a basic concept of frequency distribution. Now we talk about arithmetic mean.